Good morning, grade 5th. How are you all? I hope you all are doing good at your home. Class, today we will continue our block 25th, that is dealing with waste. Okay? And our third topic of this block is reducing waste items. In our earlier classes, we had already completed our two topics. Our first topic was recyclable and non-recyclable waste, and our second topic was reusing waste items. Okay, and today we will complete our third topic, that is reducing waste items. Clear? Now moving towards our recap question. Our question is, how can we reuse waste items? There are many types of ways by which we can reuse waste items, right? So what are the ways by which we can reuse waste items? For example, if we have clothes that do not fit in our this age, then we can do what we can do? We can give them to our younger ones, right? By this we are reusing them. Okay? And we can also use our old textbooks by giving them to our juniors, right? And some other ways maybe we can use a broken ceramic cup as a stationary stand, right? As a flower pot. Okay? So these are the different ways by which we can reuse waste items. Okay? Reusing is better than recycling. Clear? Okay. Now moving towards our today's aim. Today we will explain the order in which we should use, reduce, reuse and recycle to deal with waste. Clear? Now our keywords are reduce, reuse and recycle. Okay? Reuse and recycle. Do you know about these two terms? Reuse and recycle, right? Our new term is reduce. Okay? Moving towards our activity. We have learned that we can deal with waste by recycling waste items and also reusing waste items. Okay? We have also learned that it is better to reuse an item rather than selling it to a scrap dealer. Do you know the reason behind this? There are some things that are recyclable. Okay? As in this chart you can see a recyclable plastic containers, a soda cans, cardboard boxes, paper and newspapers, magazines, compost leaves. These all are the things that are recyclable. Clear? And some things that we can reuse. As in this chart you can see refillable water bottles. The water bottles that we can refill, we can reuse them, right? Using reusable grocery bags, as we can use a grocery bag for more than one time, right? It is the reuse of that bag. Clear? We can reuse our lunch boxes. We can reuse the back side of our paper, right? And we can also reuse materials for crafts, right? We can make many things from the waste materials, right? As we can say that best out of waste. Clear? So are you clear about reusing and recycling? Now moving towards reducing part. Reducing means to minimize use of something, right? So if we are able to walk from one place to another, then it is not needed to take a bike for that, right? We can reduce the use of petroleum. Clear? We can also reduce use of energy efficient bulbs and appliances. Okay, and we should turn off the bulbs when not in use. Clear? We should reduce the water uses also, as when we are brushing we must turn off the tap, right? By this we can reduce the use of water. Clear? So these are the points by which we can reduce the use of something. Clear? We can save electricity by installing LED bulbs, right? Earlier we are using the normal bulbs, then normal bulbs are replaced by CFLs, and now CFLs are replaced by the LED bulbs. Okay, as LED bulbs are less power consuming. Clear? We can reduce the use of electricity by turning off the electrical appliances when we are not using them. Clear? And when we brush our teeth, we must close the tap, okay, so that we can reduce the wastage of water. Clear? So these all are the examples by which we can reduce the waste of anything. Okay, or we can reduce the waste part. Clear? Now moving towards activity discussion. Our question is, how can we reduce wastage of food? How can you reduce the wastage of food? You can reduce wastage of food by taking only as much food as we need. Okay, so we don't throw away the extra food. We should take the food at that amount as we need it. Okay, and our next question is, what things are we using in excess of our needs? In our houses also, we can take some examples which are excess from our use. Okay, so we can reduce their uses, right? As we can take example of drinking water. We sometimes buy drinking water in plastic bottles. We throw away the bottles after drinking, right? We could have carried a water bottle to avoid buying bottled water. Clear? If we have our water bottle, then we can reduce the use of plastic bottles. Okay? By this, we can reduce the wastage. Clear? We also buy milk in plastic bags, right? The packets are thrown away after using. Clear? We should use a milk bucket instead of buying milk in a plastic packets. Clear? By this, what happens? We can reduce the use of plastics. Clear? Activity discussion clear? Now, this is your question of the day. Your question of the day is, which is the better process for dealing with waste? Okay, we had learned about three processes: reducing, reusing, and recycling. What will be the better way for dealing with the waste? Okay. Now, moving towards generalized question. Our question is it better to reduce the waste or is it better to reuse the waste? Which one is better? As we had covered in the last topic, that which one is better between reusing and recycling? Your answer was that reusing is better than recycling, right? Now I am asking, which is better way for dealing with waste? Reducing is better way or reusing? What is your answer? Reducing is the better way for dealing with waste as compared to reusing. Okay. We will clear this point by taking some examples further. Clear? So, if it is asked which is the better way for dealing with waste, you will say that reducing is the better way, and in the second point we will take reusing, and recycling will be our last point for dealing with waste. Okay, firstly we will try to reduce the wastage part, then we will try to reuse our products, and at last we will recycle them. Clear? Our next question is, how can we use the ideas of recycle, reduce, reuse to deal with waste? Do you have some ideas? In case of reducing, what we can do? If we take example, like instead of buying a cricket bat each for two brothers, it will be better to buy one bat which they could share. Okay, there is no need to buy two bats between two brothers. Clear? They can share also. By this we can reduce the wastage. Clear? Now, reusing. We can reuse it by giving it away to someone when we grow out of it. Okay? Also, we should buy things only if they are necessary. If we have to buy something, we should use it for a long time and then try to reuse it. Firstly, we will try to reduce our needs. If they are not compulsory, then we will try to reduce our needs, and if it is not possible to reduce, then we will reuse it. Clear? And next is recycling. Only when reusing is not possible, we will try recycling. Okay? Getting my point? Do you have any doubt? Now, moving towards some high order thinking questions. Your question is, why should we say no to plastic bags? Do you know the reason behind this? Your answer may be, these bags block the drains, making the roads and streets overflow with dirty water. Clear? When these plastic bags stuck on the path of water flowing, then it will create overflow of dirty water in the roads and streets. Clear? And our second point may be, plastic bags also do not rot like vegetable peels and get mixed with soil. Okay? Plastic bags are non-biodegradable. They cannot mix with soil as like vegetable and fruits peels. Okay? So, this is the reason why we say no to plastic bags. Clear? Our next question is, what can we use instead of plastic bags? We can use cloth bags or jute bags instead of plastic bags. Okay? Today we had learned that how we will deal with waste by reducing the things we use. Okay? So, between the process of reducing, reusing and recycling, which is the best method? According to you, the best method for dealing with waste is reducing. Clear? And in the second point, reusing, and the third option is recycling. Clear? Firstly, we will try to reduce the waste. Secondly, we will try to reuse our product, and lastly, if reusing is not possible, then only we will try to recycle it. Okay? Clear? Moving towards your homework part. You have to complete S3 in your workbook, and you have to complete PQ 5 and 6 in your notebook. Okay? Firstly, watch the video carefully, then read your content book. After that, you have to complete your homework. Okay? And if you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. Clear? And don't forget to answer the question of the day. Okay? Thank you, class. Bye bye. Take care. Have a nice day.